All right, today we're going to go for the extreme close-up and see if we can figure out how to get this thing to curl up. All right, stay tuned. All right, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Got another little beard video for you today, but today we're going to be talking about the mustache and the secret to getting it to curl up. All right, so mustaches are a little bit more unique. Everybody's is different. Some people choose not to wear a big mustache, and I understand why they can be aggravating. Some people can't grow a big mustache. It's kind of one of my stronger features, so I do go with a bigger mustache. Kind of covers up the top lip. Usually I kind of wear it with a little bit of a hand or tips to it. It doesn't really go up this far. I don't have it that long. I have had it where you could go up pretty big. Put a picture up here, maybe you can see how far up that went. But overall, I don't really like that style too much. So I'm going to kind of, at least for the next foreseeable future here, kind of stick with a smaller one. But I still like to have a little more definition. Basically, what you're doing is separating it from the beard and kind of making it stand out a little bit. This was very stressful for me to begin with, to try to figure out how to get it to curl up. You know, I just kind of did this and held it, and that's not really what you do. But there is a trick to it, and I finally kind of understood in my brain why it works. This is your best tool to have right here. This little bitty, it looks like a baby doll brush. So it's a Kent mustache comb. It's an 81T. So you can check that out if you want. It's less than 10 bucks. And you think, okay, that's great. It's just a little mustache comb. How's that different than another comb with finer teeth? Because larger combs, travel combs and that kind of stuff do have finer teeth. And you can get it to work to some extent. But I think this one works a little bit better if you're trying to get the curl. All right? And if you ever wrap presents, you know, if you always let your wife wrap the presents for Christmas and you've never done it, you won't understand this. But if you've got a long piece of ribbon, what you do is you make it curl. All right? How do you make that curl? We're going to see if it works here. What you do is you use the scissors, you press that ribbon right against it, flush and hold it tight, and then you pull. And when you pull, it starts to curl. Do it again, it curls even more. All right? So that idea, to some extent, you know, maybe the physics behind it is what you're doing with your mustache. You're not doing anything harmful to it. But what this little comb will allow you to do is to get down and to kind of use your thumb, and you can pull straight out. So the trick is you don't just hold your mustache up here and hold it. All right, you've got to pull straight out on it with some resistance on the top side, and that'll make it curl. All right, so we'll see what we can do here with this one. I don't know which side's best, but we'll use this one. So it's kind of down. We'll see how much curl we can get into it. This is hard for me to do looking at the screen here, but you basically are combing down like this. And then once you get out to the edge, I can use my thumb and to kind of put underneath it. So now I've got what I have left of my mustache underneath. You can see it there sticking out. And just kind of give it a little resistance and pull straight out. Okay, you can see it start to curl. I don't have quite enough there to get a big huge curl right now. Okay, but that gets you started, and that'll hold it a little bit. If you actually do that idea where you get resistance on the top side and the bottom side and pull straight out, okay, it'll start to curl on you, and it will stay in place a lot better. Because you can kind of hold it and get it to curl a little bit, but 5 minutes later it goes away. But by doing this method with this little comb that gives you enough area to maneuver, it kind of gets in there and holds it in place a little bit better. And you can do it with larger combs, but hopefully you can see now it's got a lot more curl to it. So I wanted to give you that hint. And the idea, the kind of the physics, I mean, it's kind of an aha moment when I made the connection that, oh, when I pull straight out and have the resistance underneath it and pull straight out, it's doing the same thing that we were doing when we were talking about the ribbon here, wrapping the presents. Okay, so you do that, and that'll get you well on your way. So let me know if this works for you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.